Sing with us if you know it. Ceasefire now. 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 Lo yisagoy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu od milchama. Lo yisagoy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu od milchama. Lo yisagoy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu od milchama. Lo yisagoy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu od milchama. Lo yisagoy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu od milchama. Lo yisagoy el goy cherev, lo yilmedu od milchama. Lo yisagoy el goy cherev. Not in our name, 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 not in our name. Ceasefire now. 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 Not in our name. 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 Ceasefire now.
Yo, back on the sidewalk. On the sidewalk.
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 Ceasefire Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
Every day that members of Congress do not speak up for a ceasefire is another day that they are letting more Palestinians die in Gaza bombings and starve under a siege. Every day they do not speak up is another day that Israeli hostages in Gaza are not released, as the Israeli government prioritizes war over their release. Even as the Israeli government bombards Gaza and uses genocidal rhetoric, President Biden has called for our tax dollars to be sent to support Israel in this war, to the tune of $14 billion. Every single dollar that this government sends to the Israeli government right now will lead to an escalation of violence, and that is not acceptable. And it is not acceptable that the U.S. government does so, claiming it is in the security of the Jewish people, of my people, in solidarity with Jewish people, not in our name.
Not in our name!
Not in our name.
Not in our name!
Not in our name.
Not in our name!
The current Israeli government, led by Prime Minister Netanyahu and backed by the United States, is using Hamas's horrific killing and hostage-taking of of Israelis to beat the war drum, threaten a second Nakba, and incite ethnic cleansing and genocide. The Israeli Minister of Defense said, "We are imposing a complete siege on Gaza. No electricity, no food, no water, no fuel. Everything is closed. We are fighting human animals and we will act accordingly." Shame. Genocide is a hard word. For many of us, our family histories have been passed down from survivors of ethnic cleansing. But people in power are telling us explicitly of their genocidal intent. These words and actions mean we cannot minimize the ongoing genocide of Palestinians. The Israeli military ordered over 1 million Palestinians to flee northern Gaza to the south. This expulsion order is unjust and impossible. Even those who are able to flee have been killed in Israeli airstrikes after arriving to places that were supposedly safe. The Israeli military is bombarding Palestinians in Gaza from the air while imposing a total siege on Gaza, denying families access to the bare minimum they need to survive: food, water, medicine, electricity. While we are glad that some humanitarian aid is making its way into Gaza, it is both completely insufficient and barely a band-aid, as Israeli airstrikes kill and wound thousands and leave hundreds of thousands homeless. We are scared for our loved ones. If the violence escalates, this could turn into a broader regional war that could include Iran, Hezbollah, and other actors. That will only bring more death and suffering to Palestinians, Israelis, and so many others in the region. The only way to prevent more bloodshed and heartbreak is to end this war now. Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
We are here as American Jews demanding a ceasefire, a release of the hostages, and an end to the siege on Gaza. We demand these things because we want to ensure that no more Palestinians or Israelis lose their lives in this senseless war. The safety and security of Israelis and Palestinians are intertwined, and the only path forward is an acknowledgement of that reality and an investment in it, instead of pouring more resources into separation, death, and war. None of us wants anyone else to have to experience this tragedy. We are working to end this war because we cannot let anyone else, Israeli or Palestinian, suffer the losses our people have. We know that bombing Gaza and killing Palestinians will not bring back our loved ones. Each death means another family mourning their child, their sibling, their parent. We are worried sick, losing sleep about the 200 plus Israelis still being held hostage by Hamas, anxiously awaiting their return home. The Israeli government has made clear that it is prioritizing maximum death and destruction in Gaza over bringing the hostages home. Their safe return is part of why we are demanding a ceasefire now. We are horrified by the scenes we're seeing coming out of Gaza as the Israeli military bombs Palestinian cities. Entire families wiped out, parents mourning their children, children digging through rubble to find their parents. This bloodshed has to end now.
שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב. שבת אחים גם יחד.